Good morning, students. So, today we are going to discuss Chapter 3 Plant Life of Class 7th Bio. Students, in the previous lecture, we have discussed about photosynthesis, factors affecting photosynthesis. We have discussed two activities regarding the photosynthesis, and we have discussed some of the requirements for photosynthesis to be completed. Students, one more topic which we have completed in the previous lecture is respiration. In that, a brief idea was there regarding respiration, type of respiration, difference between breathing and respiration. Now today we are going to discuss the role of leaves in photosynthesis, structure and functioning of stomata. Then we are going to discuss respiration in plants, how the process of respiration occurs in plants, and at last we will be discussing difference between respiration and photosynthesis. Now students, many times I have already told you that leaves, they play a major role in the process of photosynthesis. Why? Because the leaves, they contain small pores which are known as stomata. So now the inner structure of leaves, it shows two important features. First is presence of chlorophyll containing cells. So it contains cells which contains chloroplast. Second is presence of pores which are known as stoma or stomata. Now students, one thing should be clear to you that the number of stomata or the number of stoma are more in numbers on the lower surface of leaves as compared to upper surface. Now you can see here the diagram. This is the leaf cells. It is showing chloroplast. These are the chloroplast. Now students, we will discuss structure and functioning of stomata. What is the structure and how the stomata it functions. So you can see here in the diagram, stomata, these are bean shaped or kidney shaped structures which are known as guard cells, and they surround the stoma or stomata. You can see here a stomata is surrounded by two bean shaped cells called guard cells. So you can see here, this is the stomata, that is pore, and it is surrounded by these bean shaped or kidney shaped structures which are known as guard cell. Now what happens, this guard cell, it contains chloroplast. Now students, what happen, the inner wall of the guard cells is thick as compared to the outer walls. Now what happens when the guard cells, they are filled with water, when there is entry of water into the guard cells, they get swollen and bulge out. Means उनके अंदर पानी भर जाता है, वो फूल जाते हैं और बाहर की तरफ कैसे हो जाते हैं, निकल आते हैं. So due to this, what happens, the guard cells, they bulge out, like they will become like this. You can see my hand, my palm, this one, it gets bulged out, and the stoma or the pore, it opens and the photosynthesis takes place. In this case, you can see here, the water will enter into the guard cells, they will bulge out, there will be opening of the stomata. So As a result, the process of photosynthesis will take place. Now what happens next when the guard cells lose water? Means these are the guard cells, slowly they are losing water and they are coming closer to each other. Now what happens at that time? The stoma, it closes. You can see in the diagram also, this stoma is getting closed, and in this case the process of photosynthesis does not take place. So this is how this stomata functions. Now students, see some important points are here. Normally stoma or the stomata, they remain open during day and photosynthesis takes place. In dark or at night, no photosynthesis takes place because stoma are closed. So during night time, the process of photosynthesis is not taking place. Why it is not taking place? Because there is no light. And generally the stomata or the stoma, they remain closed. Now student, next topic which we are going to discuss is respiration in plants. Already you know why respiration is important. So plants, they also respire. Now what happens in plants? The process of respiration, it occurs in mitochondria. Plants take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide during respiration. So many students, they are confused regarding this, that plants, they are giving us oxygen, then how they are taking it, for what purpose they are taking in oxygen. Students, plants also need oxygen for the survival. So during the process of respiration, these plants, they are taking in oxygen and they are releasing carbon dioxide. Now these plants, they are taking in oxygen through root, stem and leaves. Now student, one important point is here, outer surface of the roots has a thin layer of cells called epiblema. So the roots, outer surface of roots, they have thin layer of cells which is known as epiblema, and through these cells the air which is trapped in the soil, it diffuses inside. In the leaves and young green stems, the process means they take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide through stomata. Again and again this word is being repeated. It is very important. Woody stem take in air through opening called lenticule. So these are also special structures in the plants which helps plants to take in air. Now student, one important point, during day both respiration and photosynthesis takes place in plants. So in the daytime respiration is also going on as well as photosynthesis is also going on. At night the process of photosynthesis does not take place. Why? Because light is not there, but the process of respiration takes place. Now student, you can see here, this carbon dioxide and water is being released through pores which are known as stomata into the environment, where they are being released environment, and this oxygen is taken in by the plants. Now students, next topic is we have to discuss difference between respiration and photosynthesis. This is the last topic of this chapter. So you can see here respiration. In respiration, glucose react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, water, and energy is released. But in case of photosynthesis, plant prepare glucose from carbon dioxide, water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. So you can see here glucose is being utilized and here glucose is being prepared. In this respiration, the chemical energy is converted into heat energy. Here you can see the light energy is converted into chemical energy.